original D&D. My name is Ian. I'll be your dungeon master and your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. So we're gonna play some D&D tonight. We have two new players. One's already ready to play. He's got his character rolled up, and one just got here. So thank you both for joining, and welcome back those who are returning. Glad you can make it today.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Hmm? All right. So welcome, Josh. We're gonna get started with introducing you to the game and getting you ready. Everyone else, uh, for the most part, you guys know how it goes. Just sit tight. Do what you need to do in the meantime. Just be ready when I come to you so you can prepare your character. Um, know what you need to do to prepare your character. And then after that, we'll take a small break when we're all ready to play. And after the break, we'll start the adventure. We'll start the game. So the first part of the game, for those
Alright.
who are not familiar, is basically this is our prep time. Just getting every player ready to play. Um, or make sure everyone's ready to go. So Josh is new, so we're gonna tell him what D&D is here. So first, Josh, I'll tell you what we're playing. We're gonna play some old school Dungeons and Dragons. It's a game about acquiring your fame and fortune as a soldier in the medieval times, pretty much soldier of fortune. You're gonna do this by hunting down monsters, treasures, and bounties, typically from dungeons guarded by dragons. So that's the purpose of the game, kind of. But of course, for us as players, we are playing the game to have fun, to tell a story, and have a good time, right? Create a memorable time together. So that's the point of our game, D&D. It's a game of the imagination. It's a role-playing game. You will be role-playing as your character, which just means you're going to do what you think he would do, right? You're going to do his job, perform his duties, right? His role. So you're gonna to play it, very simple. The Dungeon Master will be described to you what you're experiencing in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, and you as a player will decide on a course of action. Once you know what you're trying to do to get your fame and fortune, the Dungeon Master will then tell you what happens, typically with a roll of some dice. But often you're going to be with a group of adventurers, a party, and you're going to discuss things beforehand. Unless it's combat, then it's time to act. This is a game that is about hunting monsters and all that. So there will be intense moments sometimes where you're just gonna have to think on the spot. Um, and you don't need to know any rules to do that, right? You just need to just use your own common sense on what you think you would do. You imagine the situation, you make a decision. All right. So now that you know how to play it, again, very simple already. There's only three steps. Very easy to play. I would now help you create your first character. Before you can play, you need to know who you are in the world of D&D. This is your character. The first step to creating your character is to roll his strength, which is going to reflect his physical brawn and his fighting skills, hand-to-hand combat skills. So here's your strength. We're going to roll three
Yep.
six-sided dice to determine your strength. A score of 3 to 8 is considered low. 9 to 12 is normal. 13 to 18 is high. Alright, you have a strength of 11. So this is why I told you grab pencil and paper. If you grabbed it, you're gonna note this
Yep.
down on a paper. You're gonna write STR tag 11. Okay?
11.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Alright. So next is your intelligence. Your character's knowledge and cognition skill. Alright. He has 11 as well. That's good. And you can imagine the dice is like you can imagine a dungeon master is kind of like a fortune teller. He's going to
Yeah.
be your guide. His dice is like his crystal ball. He will interpret the role for you. Alright. Next is your wisdom. It's 11 as well. So far, all your scores mean that you're capable at all these skills, these abilities.
So that was wisdom, sorry.
Yes, wisdom. WIS tag 11. Or wisdom tag 11, up to you. Alright. Next, you're gonna write, this is very good. You got a 14 for your dexterity. Hand-eye coordination, reflexes and such. And then I forgot to explain what wisdom will do. It's gonna be like your common sense, your sensibility, and your understanding, your faith,
Yeah.
perception. Let's see. All right. So again, you have a
I'm not.
very good dexterity though, 14, above average.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Next is constitution. This is how tough your character is. Endurance.
Yeah.
Vitality. Alright, how large he is. 9. Normal.
So what was that one, sorry?
Is a 9. For
Yeah, but
Constitution.
okay,
CON.
that's fine.
Constitution.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yep, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Alright, next is your Charisma. This is your character's leadership. Charm. Yours has 11. You can see your character is really capable at everything. He has no flaws and he has one talent.
Yeah.
Alright, the next step is to choose your class, which is gonna be your set of skills, your job in the party. There are 7 classes to choose from among adventurers, 4 of which belong to the race of humans, 3 of which belong to the demi-humans. The first 4 classes are human classes, which include cleric, fighter, magicus, or thief. Clerics are basically like vampire hunters or Templars, right? The main role is to use their faith to hunt down monsters,
Yeah.
particularly undead. Next is fighters. These like are mercenaries, barbarians, knights. These guys are gonna be the best at fighting. Their main role is to fight monsters and defend the party. Then there's magicusar, your witches, warlocks, and wizards. Their main role is to use magic and to deal with the supernaturals. Next is thief.
Yeah.
Thief is like ranger or like a burglar or assassin. Their main role is to use their many thief skills to, of course, help hunt what adventurers want most: treasures, bounties, and uh, monsters. So they have the most skill. Next is the demi-human classes. Includes dwarf, which are very good at fighting and exploring the underground, and elf, good at fighting and using magic, and halflings, which are very good at fighting and hiding. So those are your options. Based on your scores, I recommend thief or halfling because
Yeah.
they require high
No,
dex. But
no, no, I was thinking thief. I was thinking
okay,
like thief
very well.
assassin sort of
Thief
thing.
it
Yeah,
is.
anyways. Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you the thief skills. You don't have to memorize them, but it's just to give you an idea of what you're going to be doing as a thief.
Yeah.
It will be your job to do these skills for the group.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So here they are. You can memorize them by just remembering the letters, pretty much the first letters of each word. So first is the open lock skill, OL. You also have the find or remove trap skill, or FT or RT. You have pickpocket skill. You have move silently skill. You have climb steep surface skill, hide and shadow skill, hear noise. That's it. So basically anything you can imagine a thief can do, you can do it. And in combat, your main skill is to backstab. If you're going to fight monsters head on, you're not doing your job right. You should be waiting for your friends to engage into a, melee or whatever, into direct combat. You're going to fight monsters indirectly to get their bonus. Backstab is a very good bonus.
Yeah.
Double damage, plus 4 attack. So, plus 4 to hit. Alright.
What was the final one for the thief after hide? Sorry, after being able to hide.
You want to be able to flank the enemy. So, for example, if
Thank.
you're
That
a
was it. Thank
scout,
you.
right, you're going to come back, report to your party what you saw, move back into a position, let your men move in to attack, and then, of course, surprise the enemy from the flank. Come back around like cavalry or
Yeah.
hammer and anvil
No, yeah.
tactic, right? Make sure you're always kind of behind the enemy lines, right, if you can, and
Yeah.
don't get busted. Wait till your men close in so then you can come in
Hello.
and finish the enemy
So
off.
like very very much like a scouting role,
Yep,
as you said.
you're the
Okay.
scout, the thief. Mhm. Very good.
Hello,
All right.
gentlemen. I swear. Am I too late? No. Okay. Sorry.
Nope, you're not late. We are just explaining
Alright. Perfect.
character creation to our newest player, Josh. He is picking the class, but everyone else, thank you for showing up. Just sit tight. We'll be starting shortly. We're in our prep time right now, so you know how it
All
goes.
right.
We start with our newest players, our juniors, and then we'll get to our senior most members, right? So that's how we do it. All right. Next is your hit points. This is how tough your character is, how hard he can get hit
Yeah.
before he's killed. So to determine this, we're gonna just roll a four-sided dice. So a thief only has 1 to 4 hit points, on average 2. The average man only has 2 hit points. Alright, your
So
thief
if
is
it
very
doesn't count.
lucky. He's very tough for a thief. He got 4 hit points. Twice as
Okay, I'll take that.
strong.
I'll take that. I'll take
Yes,
that. I'll,
max
I'll
hit
accept that.
points. Very good. Okay, next is you have 3 to 6, or I mean 3 to 18 pieces of silver to invest in Equipment, supplies, armor, and weapons. Very important in OD&D. Alright, unfortunately, yours is very poor. He will only start with
Yeah.
5 silvers, enough to afford a set of clothes, maybe a weapon, and his tools. Alright, so first we buy you a set of clothes. It costs you 1 silver for all your clothes. After your clothes, we have to buy you a weapon, like a sling, a dagger, a spear. You only have 4 left though, okay? So we gotta make it count. You also need a lockpick. A lockpick will cost 2. You don't have to take it early on, but it's highly recommended so you can do your job. And a 10 foot pole
How
is
does the
also
lockpick?
recommended.
Do I keep the lockpick throughout the thing, or is it like does it
Yeah,
break?
it will last you forever, pretty much.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Alright, so get the
Yeah,
lockpick, your
yeah.
thief tools, okay. And then next, you can get, I recommend, a sling for 1 silver. It's like a medieval handgun. And then either a knife or a 10 foot pole. With a pole, you will not be able to fight well with it, but you can detect traps easy. With a knife,
Uh,
you might be able to cut monsters' heads off after you kill them, but in combat, it doesn't really fare too well. Unless you're in close combat, which is very dangerous.
yeah. I'm assuming I can get better stuff later. So for now, I'm just gonna take like a small dagger.
hmm Alright, the only one you can afford at the moment is the knife then.
Yeah, the
Let's see.
other side. Yeah. So that puts me down to 2, doesn't it?
We got you a key, which is 2. We got you a knife, which is 1. We got you a sling, if that's alright. And a bag of stones, it costs 1 as well.
Yeah.
And your clothes is
Mm.
1. That's all your money.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so now we have to choose your name. That's it. You have to choose a medieval name. It will determine your character's culture and sex. If you choose a man name and a German name, you're German and you're a man.
Well, do I just use a name now then?
Yeah, any that you can imagine that's real.
Uh, Sticks.
Sticks? Okay. Do you
Yeah.
know the origin of the name?
No, it was just the first thing that came to my head.
Alright, it sounds like a good name. A good nickname, at least. Alright, we can look up the origin. Alright, how about we name you after the river? Styx. That's Greek, so
Yeah,
your character will be Greek. Is that fine?
yeah, that's fine. By me.
Alright, so you're Southern European, is what your culture is. Let's see.
Do I need to write this down, or is that just like a?
You can write it on your sheet. This is Styx, the first level thief. Alright, good to go. That's pretty much it to character creation. Now you're ready to play. In the moment, you're going to just wait patiently until everyone else is ready as well. So we're gonna get everyone
That's fine.
ready as well. Thank you.
That's fine.
Um, Welcome back everyone else. We're gonna get you ready to play. We're gonna start. We're just gonna go down the list. Start with AUB and then bids and so on. Right. So UB, welcome back. You gonna join us as Dash again, or are you going to roll a new character?
Yeah, I'm playing as Dash.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so if you're going to play as Dash, let's see. We're gonna look up if you made any profits from your last adventure. All right, wrong book. One second.
No medal, no girl.
All right. So it is from your last adventure you made a profit of 149 pieces of silver. Is that correct?
Yep.
That's a very large profit. What? Hmm.
Yeah, because I sold the
Oh
magic
yes,
sword.
you sold a sword. That's right. And then you lost 1 silver in the process. Let's see. All right, we'll add this to your sheet and remove that sword that you sold. Dash. All right, let me find your note. Sorry. Let's see. All right, so from 40, 48 minus 1, 47 plus 149. Let's see, that's about 147, 187, 196. Okay, you're at 196. Are you saving your money up for the level up, or are you gonna spend it?
I'm saving it.
Very well. You also lost Beast Flare. I gotta remove it from your sheet.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty much it then. You're ready. Alright.
Yep.
Bids is already ready. We discussed with each other earlier to ready up your character.
Mhm.
You're gonna join us as Samir, right?
Yep, that is what I'm
Welcome
doing.
back to the old guard. Let me edge you. Fix your name. Let's see. You're no longer poor Ali, who passed away, I think, right?
Yeah,
You're going to
may
be
it rest in peace.
another member of House Bids. It's Samir, the dwarven. Uh, yeah, the dwarven veteran. All right, a loyal, most likely, a loyal vassal of your house, right? Who has, or his family at least, has been loyal to House Bids and has earned a place among their, you know, people. Because
Yeah,
every household is a human household. So if he's a dwarf, he lives
yep,
among them.
that's
Let's see.
yeah.
All right.
Working the family for the mines has been deemed to be not very good at mining, so he's been sent out to bring
The son
glory.
of a miner, but yeah, now he's an adventurer. All right.
Yep.
Very well. Makes sense. Welcome back, and then let's see. DeMarco, welcome to our group. You're new and you're ready to play as well. So just sit tight. Thank you for your patience.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. And then Donnie, it's your turn. Let's see.
No prep for me.
No prep. Perfect. All right. Let's see if you made profit from your last adventure. It says that you made. Let's see. You're a Vornon, right?
Yeah, I made a loss.
It
Gambled away
says
a lot of
minus
money.
23 silvers from the
Yeah.
bar at the gambling table. Damn. So from 88 you drop down to 65. Next time. Better luck next time. Yeah. You were very close. I remember one of those gambles were very close to winning. Alright. Next is that, and then Josh is ready. Okay, Karam, you're next. Alright, are you gonna continue as Hans,
Yeah.
the second?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue as Haynes.
Very well. And
I acquired 30 silvers from selling my cursed armor at
yes,
the
let me note this down. It says that in the notes at the very end, you earned a profit of 29 silvers. Yeah. All right. We're tracking. So from 73, you got 93 102 silvers. You saving it or are you buying some things?
put that to XP.
Right away?
Yeah,
All right. Very well.
it'll put me as half. I'll actually put 101, so leave 1 silver in my pocket at least.
All right. 1 silver will stay in your pouch or your belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So in that case, we're gonna buy you some or trades for some experience. You give your character some time off to enjoy life. Let's see, to enjoy his spoils, right, of his hard work. He enjoys roughly 100 silver pieces worth of it, 101. And in that case, we're gonna do your adjustments. You're an old guard here, so that's a 5% bonus. Your intelligence is bad, so it's a 0 adjustment. Your strength is good, 5% adjustment. And let's see. Have you performed any leadership billets? Were you a mapper or the top mapper, which is caller? No, you haven't.
No, no.
Alright. So, in that case, total bonus of 10%. So you'll get, instead of
Yeah.
101, you can get 111. Okay?
Question. I thought it was 11%. No, because normally I always get 11%.
Yeah, because your intelligence bonus, but it's 0 since you have only a. Oh no, wait.
Okay,
No,
okay.
sorry. Your intelligence bonus is 10. So, or it's a 10, so that's the intelligence bonus of 1%. Yeah. 11% though of out of 111 or 101 times 1.11 should still be 100 and yeah, just an extra 10. Well, I can do it real quick if you want, just to get the exact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so
XP.
here's calculator.
XP really matters to me.
So you're gonna do 101 times a 1.11% bonus. Right, so 1.11, which is 11%. It's 100. Oh, 112. Very well. You get one extra.
Oh yeah. Let's go. One step closer. We got this.
Alright. You need about 90 more silvers. 80 to 90 more silvers to level up. So Haynes couldn't make it, but perhaps his son will carry on his legacy and pick up from where he left off. Alright. Let's see. Last player to prepare. Welcome back. Is Zira. It's Yeshua the second, son of Yeshua. Let's see. Alright. So you only have 3 silvers from what I'm tracking at the moment. But let me check your notes if there's anything I missed. Alright, you did miss the one note. You lost 1 silver in your last adventure. Okay, so you're actually at 2. Alright. Do you need to buy anything? Or do you want to save your money?
Yeah, I'll just save it.
Okay. Thank you everyone for your prep time. We have just finished preparing the party for the adventure. Please take a 5-minute break. Get ready for the adventure. When you come back, we're going to set out and begin hunting for monsters and such. Alright, take 5.
Wait, Ekin, how much is the horse?
The cheapest horse, fully equipped, is a Rouncy for 9 silvers.
Never mind.
Alright. Yeah, come back in 5 minutes. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna get started. Is everyone back? I'm gonna assume if you're unmuted, you're here.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Alright,
I'm
awesome.
here.
I've been here.
Yo.
Good to go.
Hello.
Let me give you a role to play. Welcome to the Young Guard, Josh. Welcome to the Young Guard, DeMarco. I'll give you guys the Young Guard role. The Guard is a role that we give to recognize those who play here on the server. And the Young Guard is the role given to those who are our newest brothers, pretty much. Our least experienced, but ready to play, right? So, let's see. Let's change our name as well. Let's go with it from Josh to, let's see, parentheses, sticks.
That way's cooler.
Alright, so we do have enough adventurers in the party for a decent run, so we don't necessarily need to hire retainers, but if you guys want to spend the extra time to hire retainers, we can, if there's an agreement. So I know some of you had the idea of hiring some for this one, and it's not a bad idea still. More the merrier, of course. But of course it will take a cut from your party share, so people will be getting less treasure. But of course you guys will be stronger with the higher numbers. So first off, are there any objections to anyone hiring a retainer to your crew? Retainers are like vassals, like knights, servants. You guys are like the lords, the masters, right? Or the shareholders of the party.
No, I think we can
Any
do
objections?
that.
I need no vassal.
Alright,
I am
but
the
it's
greatest of
a
the great. We have power.
I am technically a vassal, but yes.
to your household perhaps, but to this party you're one of the equal members. Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see. Alright, so no real objections, but there have been some, you know, of course, people that are not interested in hiring retainers, but no one objects, it sounds like. So, who here would like to perhaps hire on a retainer?
I'll do it.
Vornon?
Yes.
Alright, so I will offer you three options of retainers you can hire. You can either look at the tavern to get a quick hire. You can either hire a normal man in the town who's, you know, either unequipped or equipped, depending on what you choose. Or you can hire a random first level character that we can roll up as your retainer. Those are your three options. So you can check the tavern, the normal town. Yeah, what's up?
I'd like to do whatever's the fastest.
The fastest will be a normal villager. Like it's the
Yeah.
cheapest, the fastest if you just need an extra hand. But it depends on what you're trying to hire. Are you trying to hire like a combatant?
Torchbearer. I think a torchbearer. Maybe
A torchbearer?
someone who can hold it. Yeah.
Alright, so the cheapest way to hire a torturer is to buy the supplies yourself for them. But basically you're gonna recruit someone from the village. He's just gonna come with the clothes on his back, and the things he'll bring on the adventure are purchased by you, and he will use them to serve you, if that makes sense. That way you don't have to pay for his equipment. You will pay for his equipment, but it's yours, right? Like you can take it back from him if you want later, if you really want to, because you bought it, right? But or you can let him keep it, right? Award him this gear so he can keep using it. Issue him this gear, right? And he might come back then to play again or to adventure again. So, is that what you want to do? Just hire a fresh recruit from the village?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Then the only thing we have to do is choose a name for him. It's gonna be randomly generated.
Yes, please.
All right. You met a young man. His name is or you can choose their age. Did you want an old man, middle-aged man, or a young man?
I guess whatever. I don't mind. Medium, like
Middle age?
middle ground.
Okay.
Middle age, yeah.
Right. His name is Evaristo. Okay. So you hired Evaristo, and he was a fisherman in your village, but he's recently unemployed and looking for new work. You hired him. Okay. All right. So Evaristo, we'll just see if Evaristo is ill toward you or has high morale toward you or normal. Okay. It's just a quick reaction check to your employment offer. He is going to be hired as a torchbearer, so the standard fee is going to be 1 silver for his down payment, just to afford him his clothes and like insurance. And then of course, so it's very cheap, of course. And then his daily wage is going to be pretty much just like 1 silver a day. You don't have to give him a party share. You just pay him 1 silver. So from the party share, you can pay him his daily wage. You don't have to give him like a percentage cut. You just give him 1 silver a day from the total cut. So if he only adventures with you for 1 day, you come back home after the first day of adventure, which is most likely the situation, then you only have to pay him 1 silver, right? Total of 2. So first silver is just like the down payment for his clothes. And then of course you have to buy him equipment. So depending on what you want to buy him, that's going to cost additional silver. Alright, his reaction though to your offer is a normal one. So he's normal morale. He's content in your ranks. Let's see. Alright, so you have hired Evaristo. He seems, ready to adventure with you. Nothing bad, nothing exceptionally good or bad about him.
Pardon me.
He's employed to, let's see, retainer to, or vassal to, is it?
Vernon.
Vornon, yes.
Oh yeah, I realized there's a difference.
Okay.
Vernon
And
Vernon.
what equipment did you want to purchase in?
The standard equipment, just like regular armor.
Okay, so
Regular,
let's go for, you say, you hired him as a torchbearer, so you don't have to buy him armor unless you really want to.
okay.
He does not expect it. What he will expect is a bag, 10 torches, and a tinderbox. Total price is 4.
Of course.
Okay, so we'll get him that. Do you want to get him additional equipment from that?
Holy water maybe.
Okay, he can carry holy water for you. It's cost another 5. Let's see.
That's it actually. Holy water bandages. Yeah.
Alright, do you want to get him a sack then to carry that, or a bag?
Yes, a small satchel for the bandages.
Okay, so a bag. Alright, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, in that case,
A backpack and a satchel. Yeah.
a backpack instead? Okay, it's a large pack. So, he's got clothes, he got a pack, he's got the torches, tinderbox, and he's got the holy water, H water. And of course, he also has the. What was it? What was the last thing you said? Bandages?
Bandages, yeah. Inside of the small pouch for quick access.
Alright. Oh, you want to give him a backpack or a small pouch or both?
Both. That
Both,
way
okay.
he can give bandages to someone who needs it.
Yep, the pouch can hang from your belt, so quick access. Yeah. Alright. In that case, total price is, let's see, 1, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13 silvers for all this equipment.
Alright, perfect.
Okay. Alright, he's well equipped. Let's see. Alright, you're down to 52 silvers. Alright, so some extra time was spent in the village for him to hire this retainer. But let me introduce the adventure now, so we can set out and begin hunting for monsters and such. Alright, so I'm going to introduce where the campaign will start from or continue from, since we have some new adventures. For those who are new, this is your hometown. Your adventure begins from the village of Gevalon, a village on the southern frontier of the Kingdom of Bretonnia. You can imagine Gevalon's kind of a village, just your kind of standard outlandish village in the middle of southern Europe, right? So it's kind of like maybe Spain or Italy, right? One of those areas, or southern Germany, right? So you can imagine the region similar to that, okay? And it's very close to the southern coast. From this village of Gevalon, you will campaign for Fame and Fortune from either of your choice or from one of these very popular places you might visit. Very famous places that can get you rich and famous. Very dangerous locations. Okay. It includes the Salt Coast Mine to the southwest, which many adventurers are actually seasoned survivors from that campaign. They have made many expeditions there and have been quite profitable. Another place is very dangerous, extremely dangerous to the south. It's an old human stronghold that was lost to demi-humans many years ago from hell. Um, this is Castle Ruins of Volta to the far south. Okay, there have been some expeditions in the recent months. They have all failed. All right. There's also been another place that was pretty successful about a year ago in the campaign world, which is about 36 sessions ago, or something like that. But this is of course the Sunken Tomb campaign. So many adventurers have campaigned there were fairly successful. There have been some crazy or very, um, I guess, outlandish events that occurred that has maybe caused adventurers to restrain or refrain from visiting it again. But someday someone brave enough, perhaps a cleric, might go there, right? They say it's
What place
haunted.
is this again?
That was the Sunken Tomb. So the Salt
The
Coast Mine, you can
sunken
expect
tomb.
an abandoned mine, right? It's sunk, it's close to the sea. You can expect water in there, right? You can expect cave monsters. It was abandoned because the miners dug too deep into the reservoirs and such and discovered, you know, some monsters down there living in there from hell, right? Um, Castle Ruins of Volta, an old castle ruin beneath which demons from hell, you know, dug their way up and besieged the castle from below. And then, of course, there's in around the surrounding lands. And there's the Sunken Tomb, which is a tomb on an island in the middle of a haunted lake, pretty much. An ancient tomb belonged to the old world. So, right. But that's your options, your standard options. You can, of course, roam the land freely, move into uncharted territories, move into different towns, up to you. Your adventure starts in Gavelon, and the first step is to decide on your course of action, right? Your course of travel, what you guys plan to accomplish this adventure, your adventure goal. I'll give you guys a moment to freely discuss, and then we'll make a vote. So if anyone has a suggestion, this is the time to make it, right? To discuss.
Well, guys, as a newbie here, I suggest that we go to the hardest place ever. Sunken Tomb it is. Am I right, boys?
No, no.
Horrible idea. Horrible idea.
We're gonna go to the
Not really. It's what we usually do.
we're gonna go to the
Kinda
I've
got.
been here like once or twice. We went to like a normal place and we got like
Let's
swarmed
go
with
to
a
hell and
skeleton.
survive.
let's go
Okay.
to the mines.
We're the mines is the best place because we kind of have a map for the mines.
And I'm a dwarf.
Okay, let's go to the mines.
Yeah.
We're going to the
Yeah.
mines. We're not going to the mines. It's familiar. We have it mapped out. Let's go.
For
Alright.
glory
Mhm.
or greatness.
For glory or for death, who gives a shit?
For
You
toilets
know they got a pickaxe,
and
baby.
booze.
After a calm
Do you
night,
think there'll be some
the
think
after a
there'll
calm
be some
night. Oh,
damsels
sorry,
at this
sorry.
mine?
Maybe.
My apologies.
You're good. Never know, right? Monsters can do a lot of crazy things, kidnappings, but usually that will occur for more human type monsters. They might kidnap humans to eat them or whatever, enslave them. But
And human monsters are there.
you can expect to find demi-humans in Castle Ruins de Volta. But Soul Coast Mine might have, of course, monsters you'll find in abandoned mine shafts, right? So
Like a
some deep,
skeleton.
dank, nasty thing. Yeah, maybe undead, right? Maybe some weird cave monsters, right? Creatures, animals, oversized,
Yeah.
without eyes or whatever. We'll see. Learn to live in the dark. But it is the end of March of year 13 in our campaign, and after a night of calm, a calm spring night at the tavern, with your discussion, you're the rowdiest ones there, right? This evening, a group of, soldiers, right? Fortune, so mercenaries, discussing over their maps and such, figuring things out, introducing the rookies into the team, showing them their maps, discussing how the crew should go to the Salt Coast Mine, and perhaps a few jokes here and there. The rookies are, you know, ready to go and very brave, willing to go to the hardest place to earn, the best rewards. But After all serious conversation comes to the end, we have decided on Soko's mine, it sounds like. So that's where we're going in the morning. After some dinner, after some breakfast in the morning, you guys will set out. Anything else you guys need to do in the village of Gevelon before you leave? This is your hometown. So for most of you, this is your hometown. Um, this is your village. You're about to leave home for. If you're new, this will be your first time leaving home. The walls of Gevelon. You can imagine the world of D&D is kind of like how like the world of like certain worlds are, where you will very rarely leave, right? Because there's dragons in this world that terrorize the land. Imagine like I would say a close representation of how the world is. It's like an apocalyptic almost world, right? Or where humans are not the top of the chain anymore, right? So in this world they have never really been the top because there have always been monsters. So you can imagine like Attack on Titan. Monsters are very dangerous. People live behind walls for the most of their life. So, or like any other kind of
Indeed.
game like that. Right. So it's a very like proud moment to leave the walls though, as men, young men, or of your house. So those who are new, like your families, of course, earlier in the week were like saying goodbye to you and wishing you luck out there, right? To be brave, be strong, and bring glory to your house, right? We'll see. Now you will leave the village. You'll set out to hunt monsters down for golden glory, right? Let's see. The usual course of travel was to take the old road to Rosalco's mine. Naturally, this mine belonged to Gevelon many years ago. There was a road that had to be built between the mine and the town, right? To transport goods and such, right? It's no longer really used except by, of course, dangerous folk like yourselves and perhaps others, right? There have been outlaws on the road, including other party members, right? So beware of that, but that's the usual course people take to get to the mine. Are we good on that? Use the road to get there?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
no objections.
Yep.
Alright, very
Taking
well.
the
Thank you for your
road.
responses. Let's see. As you set out from the walls of Gevelon, the village disappears behind you. You make your way into the wilderness. A dangerous place, right? Where monsters can be encountered. The road is old. It's hard to follow sometimes. But it's better than going cross country into the wilderness, into the unknown where you have really no sense of direction except the sun above you. It is daytime. You march across these lands on the road and your party moves at medium footman speed, which means it should take you about half the day or less to get to the Salt Coast mine. So, with that in mind, we're going to roll the dice for a daily encounter in case that does occur. Is there 1 in 6 chance that your party will encounter a monster in the wilderness?
Won't or will?
Alright,
Where
here we
there's
go.
a will, there's a way.
Just to be clear, I have sleep
It's a
prepared.
1. Alright, unfortunate. Tonight, you guys might not actually even get to the destination that you seek your fame and fortune. You might die before you even get there. But we shall see, depending on how you guys respond to the situation. As you are
Kraken it
marching
is.
on the road, one of the worst encounters in old school D&D is wilderness encounters. Usually this means just you die. That's it. You never made it to
Oh,
the place you
no.
sought fortune.
But
But
again,
there's still a chance. There's since there's a few horsemen in your crew, some of you might survive this event. Majority of you will not, but we'll see.
some
Alright.
of you may die. That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay. Death is very common, and the only way to lose in D&D is death. Alright.
Yep. Unless you die in a cool way, then it's not really the loss.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna see. We rolled a 12 and a 6. This means in the grasslands. Okay. Alright, we might be good. Let's see, 6 and 12.
An ogre.
Alright.
Holy shit.
Sometime in the grasslands, you're making your way through kind of a downhill approach. You're coming across what appears to be a pond. If the pond is south of your position in the grasslands, and the only issue the pond is causing your party is it looks like it's rained recently. So up ahead you can see that there's a flow of water going over the road where the road comes to kind of a decline, right? The road kind of slopes down and it's kind of filled with a puddle of water that kind of slowly continues to flow down toward this pond in the grasslands. It's not really an issue really, but the thing is, it's very wide and of course wet. You're not sure um, uh, how it might affect your horses. The rest of you can just march across easily, but the horses are starting to stir up. They're starting to get scared of the water. The water is only maybe at most a foot deep, right? It's a shallow puddle of water that just kind of flows. You can imagine flowing down toward this pond in tall grasslands in the middle of March or the end of March in these southern lands, right? So it's always kind of warm no matter what. In the winter time, it might get windy. That's about it. But it never snows down here in the south. So in the southlands of Bretonia. So now that you're here, you see this up ahead. You just want to push your men forward. You're also starting. Your horses are starting to get angsty, right? And again, you know that there are monsters out here usually, right? In these parts of the world. You also are starting to see clear signs of activity around this on the road here. In that pool itself, you can see what looks to be like, or just before it, uh, like tracks, like footprints going all over the place, and a sign of struggle, right? You can see like chafing in the dirt or like scrapes in the dirt, right? Uh, so a lot of like movement in the dirt, in the mud. Do you guys want to continue this way?
Of
Can I
course.
can't
Mm.
can't
You
I
can
can't I
discuss
do
it.
something
You have
to
time to
check it?
discuss.
Can't I do something to like to check it?
Hmm. All right,
Being
so
thief,
I'll
so
let you
like
guys discuss first, and then we'll take actions after. You guys will each get an action.
is it worthwhile just let me see like what's up? Like see if I can decipher what's there and what happened.
Send
My
some
man,
scouts.
Sure.
my man,
And yeah,
as the noob thief here, I would like to scout, as
You
you
can
have
go
the
together.
riches.
I've got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing. So I've got nothing
Yeah,
to lose.
me neither.
I'll go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I'm going.
Perfect.
All right, so we have discussed.
Besides, I've got decent rolls.
Anyone else need to mention anything before we take action? Dash, Samir,
I would like to equip my
Ains.
shield. I think
Okay,
I have
yeah,
my
we're about
shield
to take
equipped.
actions, so you can equip it for your action. Let's see.
Can I
We'll take a
choose-
turn-based
Okay.
action, so this is about 10 minutes of action, right? Some of you will stay together, some of you will split up from the party and scout ahead, as per discussed, or as we just have discussed. We're gonna start with Dash. So, Elven Veteran Dash of House of Yubi. This is your first action of the adventure. We're doing it turn-based because we're not in combat. So, as you stand on the road looking toward the pond in the middle of the road up ahead, what is your action? Do you want to equip anything? Do you want to just stand
Yeah,
guard? Do you want to move up?
I wanna have my sword and shield out.
Magic sword?
Yep, you know it. Can I
Okay.
also have sleep memorized?
Yes.
See? Oh yeah.
Alright, that's it, right? And what's your action, though? Are you gonna stand on the road? Are you gonna move into the grasses? Or are you gonna move ahead? Anything you want, right? What's your action?
I'm gonna stand my ground for now.
Alright, so you hold the line. You stand on the road. Okay. 1 second, I gotta make a small adjustment. My headset's about to die, so I have to plug in that charger. Let's see. Alright, and Samir, Dwarven Veteran. What would you like to equip and what's your action?
have my spear and shield up,
Mhm.
and seeing that the other two are heading forward and the rest of us are staying kind of back here, I would like to stand the guard and watch over everybody else
Okay, you'll wait.
and make
You
sure that
hold the
nothing
line.
approaches us from the rear.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you want to watch ahead as Dash is doing, or do you want to turn around and watch the rear?
Watch the rear and make sure that we're like safeguarded.
Okay. Right. And Seer, the apprentice of House DeMarco. What would you like to equip him with your action?
I would like to equip my dagger, and then I would like to scout ahead.
Alright, you're a
Perhaps,
scout.
perhaps, can I hide in the bushes as I scout ahead, or hide in the tree line as I
Good
scout
idea.
ahead?
So there's no trees, unfortunately, out here. Not many trees
Oh
in the
yeah, wait,
grasslands.
we're in the waters.
However, there's tall grass. So you're on a road. It's kind of sloping down toward a pool of water, right? The pond. The pond is flowing toward the south to a larger pond in the grasslands. So it's like a wetland
Towards
right
the
now,
south.
a marsh. Yes, you're moving on a road that's going from the northeast to the southwest, just like on the map. You guys can't really
We're
see it,
going
but
northeast. The pond's flowing south,
mhm,
and the
pond.
grasslands. So then the tall grass is on the opposite end, and also on the end we're standing on.
Yep. So you'll be moving southwest to approach the pond on the road. Your party's traveling southwest. The pond is to the southwest. The pond flows southward.
I would like to approach the pond through the tall grass.
Sounds good. Scouting through tall grass, carefully scouting. Nice. Alright. And Vornan, the medium of House Donny. What do you want to equip?
I'd like to equip my shield,
Mhm.
and have a free hand as well.
Good to go. And what's your action?
My action is to wait with dash.
Okay. You're on guard. You watch over the scouts as they move into the grasses. Alright. Next is Styx, the apprentice of House Josh. Do you want to go with Seer, the apprentice, or something else?
No, I'll go on ahead, just start tracking and just seeing what's up.
Okay, so you want to just move up on the road then, or do you want to?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'll move from the road, just slowly and cautiously.
Okay, so the scouts are there's two scouting parties then. There's one going into the grasses to approach, and there's one just marching up to the puddle, right? Let's see, or the pond. The pond is about 30 feet wide, going east to west. West with wide, right? So not in length.
Yeah.
Length it's a lot longer, flowing down to the south.
If it was quite large. Quite big.
Alright. And sorry, Sticks, what did you choose to equip?
What?
What did you want to equip?
I'll just have my knife out.
Alright, good to go.
Yep.
Alright, and he's the second and veteran of House Karm. What's your equipment and action?
I'm gonna be standing guard, and I'm using my bow, short bow.
Okay, good to go. Alright, and then Yeshua the second and medium of House Zera.
Can
Equipment?
I prepare protection of evil?
Mm-hmm.
I equip my pole arm and stand in front.
Very good. Your guard as well. So majority of the party holds their position on the road as the scouts move up. The scouts move at different rates though, unless the road scout wants to slow down for the grass scout. The one moving carefully to the grass is naturally slower than the one moving along the road. So the one moving on the road, do you want to like align with the one in the grasses and slow down for him, or do you want to just scout ahead without him?
I'll just go ahead and see what's up.
Okay, and then as you see this This is Demir, our second scout, or wait, who's the first scout is no, it's a seer, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
He's the one in the grass.
he's the grass scout. Okay. So then the road scouts first to understand what's the situation. As you approach the road, you can see clearly that looks like there's a sign of struggle here in the mud, in the pond, in the road, right? You see all these scratch marks, um, footprints here and there. You see nothing else here. The pond is shallow and empty, but it leads toward the south, and to uh, to your surprise, perhaps, now that you're closer to the pond, you can see what appears to be a boot in the pond. This means that there was a man here at some point. Maybe another soldier of fortune, right?
Right.
Do you want to report this?
Can
Do you
I?
want to go back and report, or do you want to do anything at the pond?
Uh, can I see if there's anything left in the boat?
And in the what?
In the boat, is it? Can I see if there's anything inside it, or is it
There's
just
no
an empty
boat here.
boat?
It's a
Oh,
pond.
I thought.
Oh, you said
Sorry. I
boot.
thought you said.
Yeah, boot. Yeah, there's a boot here. Sorry. You want to look inside the boot.
Yeah, I'll see what's in the boot.
All right. So you're grabbing the boot. As you're doing this, you're also scouting into the grasses, approaching the pond from the grasses. The pond does flow into the grasslands. Do you want to like move out to the grasses toward the road and approach the pond, or do you want to stay in the grasses and approach the pond from the grasslands? Because the pond is also in the grasslands. Does that make sense?
Okay, so yeah, so I'm still moving through the grassland.
All right, and you approach the ponds from
Uh,
the grasslands.
well then I'm going to continue to approach the pond through the grasslands.
Alright, you have arrived at the pond. You're not on the road, you're looking at the pond. It continues to flow south to a larger pond, right? This part of the pond is shallow and narrow. It's only about 30 feet wide compared to the larger pond, which is much wider and longer. Do you want to do anything
It's,
here? You see nothing else here, just a pond, the grasses, and that's about it.
And it's shallow.
Yes, it's still quite shallow, maybe a foot deep at most. The grass here is very wet. There's a lot of mosquitoes in the air.
And I'm continuing to move northeast.
Moving northeast, alright, back toward your party.
Yes.
Okay, so you're falling back to the road
Or
to
well,
your
not.
party.
Well, I was asking if I'm continuing to move northeast.
Oh, you were advancing
Okay.
westward.
Westward, and
Yep.
so that's opposite directions of Josh.
Yeah. So the pond was ahead of you, which was west. Your party is northeast currently of your position.
My party's northeast, and Josh is
Roughly north of you,
roughly north.
or Sticks. How's
I'm
Josh?
gonna go ahead and relocate to where Josh is.
Okay. So you're pushing up to Sticks. Then you see as you look to him through the grasses, he's moving his hands through the water, trying to grab something. The rest of you are on guard for the most part. Those who are watching forward, you're not able to really see Seer for a good chunk of it because he disappears into the tall grasses. You are observing Sticks, who made it to the pond, carefully observed his surroundings, and starts to grab something from the pond. Those who watch the rear, nothing is really occurring back here. Alright, so let's see. Sticks, you're grabbing the boot, and it's empty, it's just full of water. You can dump it out if you want.
Mm.
It's a old leather, or yeah, an old leather boot, similar to the one you're wearing.
Can't see if it fits.
Sure. You take off your own boot, and as you're doing this, Seer, you arrived on the road. You're with Sticks. He's trying on some random boot he found. Alright.
All right.
So, let's see. Do you guys want to, or you want to wait with him, Seer, or do you want to do anything here at the pond? He's trying to put on a boot at the moment.
Trying to put on the boot. I will continue to hide in the tall grasses and observe.
Okay, so you kind of fall back from the road and just take cover in the grasses. The rest of you who are on the
Yes.
road, do you guys want to hold your position or take a different action? Anyone object to
Can I-
holding?
I wanna tell someone to shoot into the pond.
All right. You tell someone to fire into the pond. I guess that's Haynes next to you, right? Haynes, you want to open fire in the pond? Haynes? Haynes is uncertain. He's just standing there. Um,
I'm back.
all right. Do you have an action, Haynes, or do you want to just hold your position?
I hold my position because I don't know about this part.
Very well.
And,
All right.
So
So he's not paying attention. He's not really on guard, right? He's just kind of sitting around with his bow, trying to pay attention, but doesn't hear Dashley's order. And in the meantime, the boot is put on by Sticks. Sticks, let me roll to see if it's a perfect fit. 2 in 6 chance is a perfect fit. Otherwise, it fits probably, but not well. Alright. Unfortunately, it did. You were able to put your foot on it. It's a normal size boot, but it's not your actual size, right? So it doesn't. It's either too small or too big. A little too small or a little too big, if that makes sense, right? Imagine like you're wearing your foot size 9.
Yeah.
You're wearing size 12 right now, right? You can
Yeah.
wear it, but it's not a perfect fit.
Yeah. Can I just lob it back into the water then?
Sure. As that's happening, before you know it, you can see something has creeped up behind the other scout seer who is facing you, right, from the grasses. There's someone behind them, very tall in the grass, but it's crawling on all fours. You wanna yell, or what's your action? Or do you wanna just be very quiet? You see something's creeping up on his position.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him. Yeah. No,
It's
I'll just scream
it's a few
behind
feet behind
it.
him. If you scream, right, you might cause the monster to attack right away. But you can act like the monster. You can like you know, turn your eye or
Can I like signal him somehow and see if he
like
notices?
what's your signal? What would you do?
Like, I don't know. Shout duck.
Alright, you yell, duck! Right, and Seer, do you listen to him?
The duck.
Alright, Seer ducks in the grasses.
Uh,
Right, he believes or trusts his brother. Right, even though it's pretty random in this situation. Right, he doesn't really know what's going on. But you see Seer, that the apprentice, he just ducks in the grass, right? And this monster comes in from behind. I'm gonna roll to see how many there are. Alright, there's not just one. There's a few more in the grasses somewhere. You
Oh,
can
well.
hear them moving. But this one here appears to be some humanoid, and its flesh is full of holes and it looks rubbery and emaciated, and it's got long hair and a long nose and deep eye sockets. It's got these long hands and arms, talons and long teeth, but it reaches for him,
Trunk?
tries to claw him, rolling to attack. Because you ducked, you moved out of the way, you dive in the grasses, it just kind of slashes in the air, giving you a moment to escape if you want. You want to crawl away, or there's something right on top of you. It appears to have long hair and the same description I just described, right? There's something in the grasses here.
immediately,
Do you want to attack it?
immediately
Do you want to run?
respond with a immediately respond with a counterattack.
Okay, you decide to stand and fight. So Seer, as you kind of roll over, your weapon in hand, you decide to take a stab at it, right, with your dagger. And as you're reaching at it with your dagger, it's right on top of you with these long talons, right, just clawing down on you. You're about to try to fight back. And as you're doing this, Sticks, do you want to move in to help him, or do you want to fall back with
No,
your
yeah.
action?
Can I come down and like just slit the throat or something? Can I come from behind and slit the throat?
It's in front of you, right? So to
Oh,
go
is he in
behind
front
it,
of
you
me?
have to
No. Yeah. I'll, try and attack him.
rush it.
I'll try and help him
Okay.
out and attack. Yeah.
Alright, so as it's trying to rip your friend apart, you charge it, try to get in there with your knife to stab at it. You go for the throat. As you're moving in, the rest of the men, you can see there's one monster has appeared in the tall grasses, right? Just one so far, but you can see your brothers are in the grass together, right? So as you see one of them up in the grasses, starting with Dash. What's your action, Dash? Are you on horseback as well?
Sorry,
Dash, are you mounted or are you dismounted?
I'm mounted.
Okay. What's your action?
Tell the scouting body to fall back.
Right.
Shot them.
You yell from your horse, right? fall back, right? And then as you're yelling fall back from the road, uh, on your horse, Samir, what's your action? You're on foot.
He's look around. This is situation is going on, and how many monsters can he see?
You
Just
see
one.
one at the moment, but you hear more and the grass is moving, right? They're moving in on the same
What does it
or
look like?
on that position. What's up?
What does it look like?
You see one of them so far. It's about 8 feet tall. It looks quite wicked looking.
Fucking
It's
hell.
emaciated and has a rubbery looking body with long talons and sharp teeth. It's
Hmm.
got a hunchback.
All right.
It's very tall, right? Lanky arms and long legs. Very
He
pointy
hears
nose.
multiple of them coming in, and he's seems to be hesitant, but is gonna rush in to like try to
Fight them?
scare the monster off a little bit. Yeah, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
So Samir charges. He's brave. He runs down the road and makes his way toward combat. Okay.
All right.
No.
So Samir is advancing, moving to melee.
Yeah, this is not the battle we should be fighting.
Alright, next is we know Seer is in the grasses and he's in melee. He chose to stand and fight. Okay. And Vornon, you're on the road watching from a distance. You're with the main party. Do you want to cast a spell? What's your action? You want to fall back?
I think I'm gonna ready my sleep spell.
Alright. You want to cast it now or do you want to just wait? Hold your spell.
I'd like to concentrate. Yeah.
Okay, you just wait. You watch and for a moment to cast it. So you hold the line. Let's see. And then just Sticks up there with his brother, his other scout, is moving into melee, right, to help his boy out. Let's see. They're at the pond. They're on at the road. Movement to melee. All right. And then Karm, you're on the road on horseback with your Sherpo, right?
If the butchers are shaking or you hear more of them coming, then I'm gonna fall back because I don't know
All right.
this threat.
You're turning your horse and you're riding away from the situation, or are you gonna hold? Your men are down there.
I'm a ride away because I don't know this threat.
All right. You're riding away. That is against a lawful alignment. You know that, right? Your men are still down there, so you have the chance to maybe get them out of there. So you'll break your alignment, your reputation to fall back.
So I can shoot. Can I shoot at them? Can I shoot at the creature?
You can open fire. You're not in danger yourself. Your men are though.
Oh,
So
okay. So I'll provide
you're not in
some
danger
cover
yet.
fire.
All right.
I'll
You're gonna
provide
suppress.
cover fire. Yeah.
Okay. So you're firing. You hold and you fire from your horse. All right. Just a warning if you want to keep the lawful alignment in your household.
Okay. All right.
Which is hard to earn and easy to lose, right? All right, and then Yeshua, you're on the road, you're uphill. Do you want to move or you want to move to melee, or do you want to hold the line, or something else? Oh shit, he's probably reconnecting. If we don't get a response soon, though, he gets no action for the round. Each round is 10 seconds, and the monsters will not wait. Let's see. Alright, we'll give him a moment to rejoin. We'll give him a minute max, and then we're gonna move on.
There he is.
Alright, I just want to say thank you everyone for playing so far. I know this situation looks rough. Just want to say, even if you do lose, losing is part of the game, it's part of the fun. So thanks for trying. I know some of you might be losing soon. Just don't get discouraged. Please try again some other time.
Thanks for the support.
Thank you for your participation. Alright. But we must make mistakes to learn, to get better. So without these, they will not be driven into you, right? You have to know the story that got you to never do this again. Put yourself in a situation like this. Zira, are you with us?
Yeah, can I hide in the bush?
Alright, you move into the grasslands to hide. You're on horseback, right? Or no?
I don't have a horse.
Oh, okay, you're on foot. You move into the tall grasses and you wait there, right? Holding the line in the road. So, Yeshua is hiding. Okay. He's running into the grasses. you want to run into the south grass, which is where one of the monsters came from, or do you want to run into the north grass?
Let's run to the soft grass.
Okay, where they came from. Very well. So maybe you can get the surprise attack on one of them. Alright. So what actually happens next for this first round, we're going to start with this combat sequence. I'm going to post it so you guys can follow along, so you don't feel like you're getting lost or, you know, forgotten throughout the round. But we're going through a combat sequence, which is like the process to playing out a round of combat. This can be found in the preparation channel, but because we have new players, I will post it so we all can follow along. Let's see. Get used to combat. Alright, it'll be posted in the party channel. Alright, there it is. Okay, so first is we declare our actions, then we'll roll initiative if necessary, then sides will act interchangeably. We'll start with missiles. So, first missile attack is coming from Karm, our veteran. Are you firing 2 shots or just 1 shot? You can fire up to 2 shots as you're a fighter.
How much ammo do I have?
We can double check.
The-
Do you know
It
how
would
much you
depend on
have,
my
or
ammo.
I can check with my.
I haven't played in a while.
Okay, no worries. I'll check your ammo. Says. Okay, you're not on this page. Alright, for ammunition. Oh, wrong page again.
Pretty sure I supplied to max ammo. I think I had 20 ammo, so I bought some.
Says you have 16 arrows, 16 shots.
16 shots. Okay, when I hit the 10 mark, then I'll switch to singular. So yeah, for now I'll do a double.
Okay, here we go. 2 shots. First shot is. We'll roll 2 dice.
+1 for close range. What a short
Yes,
one?
+1 for close range. What's your dexterity?
Average. So just +1.
+1 to hit. First shot is in that 1. It's a miss. Second shot is a 16. +1 from close range. 17 to hit. Let me see. That is a hit. Alright. These things are big, but are fast. You manage to hit one. Your arrow sinks into it. Let's see. You deal a total of 3 damage, and your shot lands in the.
Please be in that short
You
one.
you land a shot in the back of this monster for 3 damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And
Guys,
that's
it's
the one
trying
that's attacking my ally, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you land an arrow hit in the back of it. Didn't go too deep apparently. Let's see. Let me get a
These
notepad.
creatures are no good. These creatures are no good.
Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. Rolling hit dice. Let's see. You only dealt 3 damage, so let's see how many hit points it's got. 8 plus 1 plus 4, we're at 13. Plus 3, we're at 16. 18. And 21 minus, or plus 3 minus 3. 21 total left on the first one.
God, Jesus Christ.
You can tell it's
Is this
extremely
for,
deadly.
is this for this one, or is it like they all have this amount of health?
That's just for that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
but the
extremely
creature
tough, right?
itself, yeah, these creatures
It's
have like
it's
what, 5 hit
6
dice.
times tougher than the average fighter. It's got 6 hit dice.
Yeah, shit's fucking
Alright.
scary.
And that's just one of
It's a
them.
tr-
Okay, so we shot it once so far. Not bad.
How many is there?
Alright. So, this is just round 1 of the combat.
You can. How many is there?
We see 1 so far. Alright, that was just the missile phase, the first part of the combat sequence. Next is movement sequence. And the next movement sequence, you can see there's movement from our team. In our team, we can see that we have men moving in. Samir, the Dwarven veteran, has ran down the road and is trying to advance to his comrades, but is suddenly intercepted by something that rushes out from the south side of the road as well. He gets maybe only about 10 feet of movement before he's rushed by something from within the grasses toward the south. This is another monster. Now there's 2 monsters. So Samir is intercepted by at least 1. Um, so Samir, you got one on you. We'll see. That rushes from the grasslands. It was waiting in the tall grass for a moment to strike as you split
Mhm.
ways from your party. Now you're singled out. You're separated, and you're alone with one of these on your tail, right? Let's see. So Samir is in his own combat now. He's against another one. This is monster number 2. We got monster number 1 with the other 2 thieves. We got monster number 2 with Samir. So Samir's got monster number 2 on him. And of course, Seer has number 1 on him. And then, let's see, there's more movement, I think. So not just Samir was moving, but we saw Yeshua was moving toward the south, trying to look for a place to hide. And as you were moving through the grasslands, suddenly something also came to meet you halfway. It was another monster. The monster number 3 has arrived to face on Yeshua. Yeshua, as it's closing in on you, you can stab at it from reach, right, from a distance with your long pole arm. So you'll have to stab at him first. If you can kill him off the bat, you can keep him at bay, right? If not, you'll press past your pole arm and close the distance to kill you. Let's see. So you got number 3 on you, Yeshua. You got 1v1. Let's see who else moved. Let's see. Karm's on the road, or yeah, not Karm, but Haynes the second is on the road still. And let me rewrite this. Excuse me. All right. We saw some more movement. It was Styx who moved. He was trying to help his brother out. As Styx moved in, another one from the first one, from monster number 1, emerged and closes in on you. So before you can move in to help your brother, the one on top of your friend there, on top of Seer, is still ripping into him. But before you can get to him, another one just behind the monster comes in to intercept you, right? So you also get 1v1'd. Let's see. So you got one on you as well. Monster number 4 is on Styx. Alright. And the last monster to move in, there's actually one more. This one's moving in on the guys who are uphill on the road. These were crawling through the grasses. You did not see them until, of course, they emerged tall in the grass. And this one rushes those who were at the start of the road, at this or the starting position on the road. So this will be against Dash, or against Vornon, or against. That's pretty much it, right? Those are the only guys uphill on the road. And Haynes, right? So between the 3 of you, one of you shall intercept the monster, or the monster will choose its own target. So you guys can volunteer to face the monster. I would suggest Dash, right? Unless Dash is riding away. Dash, there's one moving in on you, Vorna, and Haynes. So did you want to move and retreat, or did you want to
I wanna sleep it.
cast sleep? Okay. So uh, as it's moving in to close the distance, you were yelling though this round. So this is round 1, and you yelled for round 1. So if you cast sleep, you have to cast it the next round. Are you okay with that? You can still move this round, and you can cast sleep later. So what I would
Yeah.
suggest is you ride away, keep it at bay, and then cast sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so you can ride either down the road to the northeast, or up into the grasslands north of you, which is north or northwest. The monster is directly south of your position.
Just ride back, I guess, from the
Turn
way
north
we
and
came.
right, or right up the road. Northeast or into the grasses north. If you stay on the road, you move faster though. So, but if you want
Uh,
to get away immediately, you go north, right? So which way?
yeah. Well, I'll go north. Yeah.
Into the grasslands?
Wait. I thought there was a road
The road
into
goes
the grassland.
northeast. It's not exactly opposite direction, right?
And
Monster is
where's
south of you. If you go northeast, it's not directly opposite, right? You give the monster a little more time to catch up. If you go north, you go into the grasslands, but you're moving slower because it's tall grass, right? So which way?
northeast?
Northeast, stay on the road, where it's clear, open road. Okay. So moving northeast then for movement. And because you did not declare movement at the start, you only get half movement. So you will still get away because you're on horseback though. But you're not going to get as much distance as you might have hoped. Alright. As you're moving northeast, also Vornon, you were getting ready to cast a spell Is this the moment you want to try to cast it? I would say you were able to. You could have cast it at this round, so because you did nothing else.
Okay, I'm casting Slates. How many
All right.
targets can I affect?
You cast it. Do you want to target multiple creatures or one single creature?
Uh, what's the difference? If I cast on multiple, does it lower?
So if you cast on multiple, then the effectiveness is weaker. If you cast on
Oh,
yeah, if you cast on one of them, you can cast on a
I
strong one. But the
I would
strongest monster
suggest
you
singular.
can cast sleep on is a 4 hit die monster, and these don't
okay,
look
yeah,
like 4
I'll
hit die
cast on
monsters.
one. I'll cast on one then.
Okay, you cast anyway. You take the moment to cast a spell. Okay, I'm gonna warn you again. So
Sorry,
technically, you
what
don't
did
know
you
how.
say
You're not supposed
before?
to know how many hit dice these monsters have, right? But you know I'm a very open referee. So just a fair warning though. I'm gonna tell you the extent of your magic. Your sleep spell can sleep up to a 4 hit die monster. Do you still want to use it?
Oh, no. What I'm going to do is, I still have my torchbearer with me, by the way. I don't think
Yeah,
he
he's
got
he's
any
riding on your
action.
horse with you. We'll say he's a young man riding with you.
Yeah, I don't think he got an action last turn. So could he have lit up
This is
his
the
torch?
same. This is the same round. It's round one. So his action is just
Oh,
wait
okay,
with you on
okay,
your horse.
perfect. Yeah, could he light up his torch?
You can
And
tell him that
I'll.
this round he can light it next round. So
Okay, sure. But I would like to light up a torch also. And
on your horse, you don't want to ride away first.
I would like to ride away, yeah. Just
Okay,
try
so
to ride
maybe
away.
get some safe distance before you take these actions. So, which direction you want to ride off? Northeast, north,
I'll ride off.
northwest?
I'll ride off. Um, well, I mean, I'm facing north, so north to
You're
me
facing
would be
southwest.
towards the creatures. Facing
Monster is south of your
southwest. Okay,
position.
yeah, I'd like to go north then.
Okay, you're going north into grasslands then. Is this fine? All right.
Yeah, away from the monsters.
All right. So you're moving north with your retainer. His name was Evaristo, right? All right, and you guys ride north. Okay. As you're moving north, now we're gonna go to. Uh, now we're done with melee, so movement. So actually, Haynes, you fired your shot. You were able to move two, but you can move at half speed since you already fired. So you want to move two, or do you want to wait for this monster to
Yeah,
engage?
I moved to the north with
All right.
Vornin to the grasslands.
In that case, the monster
Either
to choose who to chase. Either it moves north toward where two people have ran, or it moves northeast toward where one person went, or it goes a different direction. In this case, it was running after you for a moment, it stops on the road, and it's probably getting ready to charge someone who's on foot still. It's probably going for the footman. Alright, so the monsters are on foot. They still move pretty fast, even on foot. The horsemen, most of you move around the same speed as them since your horses are encumbered. Um, if they're if you're riding them and you're wearing a lot of equipment. If they're not and you're lightweight, then they're probably moving really fast right now. But especially if you've got a riding horse. Everyone else though, let's see. We're going into the next phase of the combat.
I believe everybody got like a decent animal that can carry.
Yeah, so
I
like a
think
round C moves at 120 feet, which is unencumbered, right? But if you're riding it and have a lot of equipment, it moves at half speed, which is 60.
I I
So
thought if you surpass the 600 LD, that's when it's half.
600 is the max load. So if you get to 300, it's encumbered. 600 is just the highest it can carry.
Okay.
It's max load. All right. So at 300 pounds, which most of you are around 160 pounds if you're men. Let's see, and including your equipment, which is around another 60 pounds, so 220 pounds for a fully equipped soldier, right? Um, then yeah, your horse is probably unencumbered, but with two men on it, your horse is encumbered, most likely.
Oh yeah, if it's only a single person, it should have no problem riding away.
Yep. So Haynes, you should be fine, right? But for example, like Vornan is moving
Vornan?
at half speed with his retainer on the back of his horse.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. So you move at 60-20, and the monster move at 120-40. But it doesn't seem to pursue you. It pursues footmen instead. We went through movement phase. We're gonna go into melee. So for melee combat, we're gonna start with Dwarven veteran Samir, as you were running down the road, you get intercepted. Something from the grasslands was charging your flank. You turn and face it with your spear and are able to stab at it from a distance since you've got a longer reach than it does with your long spear. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to roll a hit. Get ready. Your decision was to move in a fight. You chose combat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which he might be rethinking since some of his allies preparing to flee.
So the roll was a 6.
Yeah.
And what's your strength?
Hold on. It was 12 if I remember correctly.
Alright, so 12 strength
No,
is
hold
a
on. 10,
plus
10,
0.
10, 10, 10. No, it's a 10. It's a 10. My bad.
A 10? Okay. It's still plus
Yep.
0 bonus. So thank you for your honesty. Let's see. It is a miss. Okay. So you're gonna miss your
Alright.
first attack, but you are a dwarf, so you have 2 attacks. You have fighting skill. So you get one more
Yep,
attack,
I'm
one more
gonna-
chance to stab him. So you would thrust your spear. You've got the longer reach. It's at bay. You hold the line. You hold it back for just an extra round. And every time you can fall back, you can just keep it at bay as long as you can fall back. Unless it can grab your spear and move in, right? But its round is going to be spent just kind of intercept it by your spear, and it will choose to kind of either try to attack your spear, or yeah.
Can I check it again?
Yep. Here's your second
Or
attack.
can I... thank
It's
you.
going to be rolling to basically the monster is going to be rolling to basically try to get past your spear, move in, close the distance as you're spearing at it. But you get 2 attacks as your second one. It's an 8 plus 0. It's a miss. So you get 2 misses. Monsters at a longer distance. Next round, it'll be able to move in unless you can fall back some more, which you will easily be able to do since you're out in the open.
Alright, thank you.
So the monster's only chance to really get past is to, somehow run past the end of your spear as you're falling back, or of course to grab your spear and disarm you. So it's probably just trying to close in still. So basically, as you thrust at it with your 2 misses, right, and it's kind of kept at bay at the moment. Next round, if it has the initiative, it can move past your spear. But if it doesn't, then you will be able to thrust at it again and just continue to keep it at bay. All right. So you have the very good advantage for now. But as soon as it closes the distance, the spear becomes useless. We'll see. All right. Just gotta hope you can keep thrusting faster than it can dodge. Okay, or act. So that was our dwarf's melee turn. We're done with his melee. He's got monster number 2 on him. Next up in the melee is Seer the apprentice in the tall grass. You got attacked from behind. You ducked. You turn around. You're in the deep grass, right? This monster's on top of you. It's ripping into you. It's trying to at least. And before you can even have a chance to stab it, it attacks at 3 times the rate of the normal human. It has 2 attacks that happen before you even have a chance to thrust your dagger at it. So in 10 seconds, you're able to get maybe 1 hit in there, but it attacks so fast that it gets 3 attacks off per round. The first attack is a talent attack. Rolling a hit, 15. Within 3 seconds of the combat round, a claw does manage to hit our poor Seer the apprentice and cause him a total of 2 points of damage. Alright, Seer, how many hit points do we have? 3.
I
You got 1 of
have
3.
3.
You take a pretty heavy wound right away. So you're at 1 of 3 hits. That wound landed on your right through your left forearm. So you're like trying to defend yourself and thrust your dagger. There's a deep claw that slashes right through your forearm, cutting open your leather gauntlet or bracers, and then deep into your arm a little bit, right? Getting close into the flesh. Let's see. The second attack, before you can even have a thrusting chance, is a 18, another hit. So another talent attack deals 2 damage, a death blow. You only have 1 hit point. So you're gonna make a saving throw versus death. And let's see, he failed. The second one basically just rips off your forearm, and blood goes spurting everywhere. And your character is rips through your forearm and deep into your chest at the same time. So it's just an automatic kill. So he does not make the saving throw and dies outright. So within seconds, right? After 2 clubs go right through Seer, he dies outright. He did not stand a chance in a melee against this thing. If he ran, he might have stood a chance, but he chose to stay in the grass and fight this thing, and he died. Alright, unfortunately, you were not able to survive 2 attacks before you even had a chance to stab against a monster like this. In OD&D, monsters are actual monsters. They're not meant to be killed all the time. They're very deadly, usually, especially in the wilderness, where levels do not matter, especially. Usually dungeon level will reflect the level of monster you'll encounter, but the wilderness is open game for any type of monster to roam, no matter what level you are. Let's see. You can be level 9 and encounter level 1s. You can be level 1 and encounter level 9 monsters. Let's see. In this case, our party of level 1s encountered a 6 hit die monster, a level 6 monster. Alright. So Seer, unfortunately for the remainder adventure, you have died. And you have lost. I want to thank you for playing. It's your first time with us. I know it's rough to lose in your first game, but it actually is very important to lose early on. It will build up your mentality, your calluses and such, so that when you die in the future, which will happen a lot, you're ready to keep playing and building your legacy here with us.
Thank you, thank
I
you.
hope to see you again. Thank you for playing. For the remainder of the game, you're welcome to spectate, but otherwise, I want to wish you a good night and take care if you're gonna head out.
All right,
You're
I'm
free
gonna
to leave.
continue to spectate.
Very well. You can see how it will end for the rest of the brothers. Who will die, who will live.
Man, I'm about to join you. I'm about to join you, so don't be too upset.
Alright,
No, brother, you will survive.
okay. You're just the first of your houses, so. Seer, one of the first adventurers of House, right? Josh, or not, sorry, of House DeMarco. He was, the very first one to ever leave home and died outright. Let's see. Here's Strix is next, actually. Strix, you moved in, you got intercepted trying to help your bro out, and here comes 2 talons toward you. The
Yep.
camera does not show very detailed, unfortunately, but we are rolling openly. 11 to hit, you might survive it. Let's see. It has a plus 6 to hit though, 17. It hits you and deals
Oh, I'm dead.
2 damage. How many hit points do you have?
Oh no, 4. No, I'm not dead. I've got
Okay,
2. I've got
you've got a
half my
chance.
health is gone.
Just half. Alright. So he's at 2 of 6, or I meant 2 of 4 hits left. So he could survive maybe one more attack. Maybe. Right. It's very lucky if he does. So you got intercepted, right? Slammed into the ground by this tall, 8-foot tall man, right? Demi-human, a demon, right? He just now he just ripped into your shoulder, probably. A slight gash in there, not very deep yet. Second slash though is a 3 to hit. You're in the tall grass. It slashes, you roll over, you dodge it. The last attack, as it grabs at your legs, pulls you in for a bite. Rolling to hit. Before it misses you, and you're actually able to defend yourself. You get able to actually stab at it too with your knife. Rolling to hit with your knife. Okay, you rolled a 9, so that is considered a miss, unfortunately. So it with his last 2 attacks, it misses you. You're like kicking it, keeping it at bay, and you're not able to reach it with your knife either. As you're like kicking at him, keeping him away from you, right, from pulling you in towards his long mouth full of sharp teeth. All right. Next is, so you survived 1 round of combat so far. Strix, you're still not dead.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next is gonna be hints. No, that's it for melee. So melee
They are
round
riding
is
away.
done. Going to magic phase. There's no magic for this round. And going to miscellaneous actions. There was some talking happening, but that was about it. We're now going to move into round 2 of the combat. So we're round 2. Here we go. So we're going to declare actions again. It's the first step. Starting with Dash, who moves toward the northeast. Dash, as you move northeast, you want to continue moving northeast. You don't really have a safe distance yet. You're only about maybe, on your horse, you're maybe about 40 feet or 30 feet from the road, because the road was about 10 feet wide. So you're about 30 feet northeast on the road. So 30 to 40 feet. You want to keep moving. If you do a full round of movement, you can get another 40 feet on the road.
Yeah, I'm turning tail. I'm running.
You're riding out of here?
Yep, I'm out of here.
Okay, so you're not gonna stay back to help, or you're just gonna fully disengage from
Yep,
combat?
neutral.
Alright,
My
full
life before
retreat. Right. The horn signals full retreat. flag goes white, right, we lose one brother. He deserts. Let's see, or retreats. So we got one retreat,
You know,
one
it's
successful
awful thing.
retreat. Dashes out of
That's
here.
that that's one of the reasons why I don't like going lawful. Because if I'm lawful, I would like lose reputation.
Yeah,
Not only
but it helps when you're trying to, of course, use that reputation to better yourself, to get good deals or whatever.
it's not only that we don't have the proper tools. Like
All
I'm
right,
like
Samir's
risking.
next. Samir, you survived one round so far. You kept the monster at bay. If this next round it manages to win initiative, it will close the distance, right? It will move, and then you will have to engage in melee with it. Otherwise, if you have the initiative, you can keep it at bay still. Do you wanna keep, poking at it, or do you wanna do something else? My advice would be to call for a rescue, right? For someone to grab you and get out of here. Live to fight another day. Otherwise, if you wanna hold the line, right, you can. What do you think, Samir? Is it time? Is it a good day to die? I'm hearing uncertainty. Okay, if we did not get a response in, let's say, 10 seconds, Samir freezes up, right? Loses his morale. Alright, very well. Samir breaks down, right? The men are deserting, his brothers are being killed. He just kind of stands there, right? In shell shock, pretty much. Vornan, you're next. You ran north on your horse, you're able to get roughly 20 feet because you only moved half speed, and then another half speed because you were holding, so you got about, yeah, 20 feet away northward in the grasses, which is not very far from the road, and not very far from the closest monster might be around 40 feet to your position.
Oh
Do you want to
shit.
keep riding north, or do you want to start retreating? You can still do it. You can do a full retreat at this point. Your men are, or an invasion now, like what Dash is doing, fully invading the monsters.
Could I death march my horse?
Yeah, you can press it, get it to ride
Yeah.
faster. So,
Let's
all right,
go
you
with the
kick your
death
horse
march.
hard. You want to ride north?
Yep, away from the
Okay,
monsters.
it would just be a forced march northward. Or you want to hit the road again, right? So you're gonna move northeast and then just continue along the road, I would suppose.
Yep.
Okay, so you're doing a full retreat, white flag, getting out of here. So turn your horse to the grasses. You're like, let's go, right? And your horse, it cries out in pain for a moment and then presses on. We'll see. Or whines, right? All right. Let's see. Next action, we need strict action. You're still alive. You're on the road, or no, you were on the road. You went into grasses, and you got one monster beating you into the grasses right now. There's about to be two on you soon. You can try to crawl away and run from this, or you can just, fight to the death, fight to a very bitter end. What do you think? Or something else if you
Okay.
have a
No,
whole
I'm gonna
like.
try. No, I'm gonna try and be smart.
Okay,
Could I?
go on.
Can I?
Uh,
Can I
I
try
have
and
a
like?
trend. Am I dead?
Wait.
Uh, you just got the wait bids. We'll come back to you.
Okay, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Wait,
It's
wait. Do I have my knife or have I lost my knife?
You still have your knife. Yeah.
Can I try and like? Can I try and like slit his arms, like try and cut his arm off to, or at least do something to slow him down or something?
Okay, so as he's slashing it, you want to slash at his arms?
Yeah.
Okay, you stand and fight then. You aim for the arms. If you land a hit or a death blow, you will hit the arms. Let's see. If you land a normal hit, it might just be a minor cut. But if you land a death blow, you can definitely chop one arm off. Let's see. Alright. So he stands and fight then. Okay. Haynes, you rode north. Do you want to do a full retreat at this point, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, let's do a full retreat. Fuck.
Very well.
Um,
Okay. Then Yeshua, you're up against one at the moment. And oh, I kind of skipped you last round, Yeshua. Sorry, my bad. You got into a melee last round. We got to role play that. So, what happened last round?
I
Yeshua was
stab him.
you did. You rolled 2 attacks against him to keep him at bay, to hit him. Let me roll to see if you got him. That 20, and 14 plus your bonus. What's your strength?
Yeah.
Yeshua, what's your
7.
strength? 7. Okay, Yeshua the second.
7.
-1. Okay, so you only got one hit. The first one missed, or meant the second one missed. Then that 20 hits. Then that 20 deals. You're in open space, so you're able to swing wide, dealing heavy damage with that polearm. 1 to 12. We're gonna roll. You're landing 4 damage in this monster. Okay, so this is on. It's pretty fresh. It's monster number 3 is on you at the moment, and you landed 3 damage or 4 damage to him. Rolling hits. This one in particular has a total of 6, 7, 11, 16, 21, 24, 27 total. -4, 23 left. Okay, that was for round 1. For round 2, do you want to continue slashing him and keep him at bay or something else? You're on foot.
Is the enemy evil?
I mean, it's trying to kill you, right? So that's considered evil. It's trying to harm you, hurt you. You want to try to cast a spell?
I shall cast evil.
Protect from evil? Okay. Now, if you cast it and they hit you before you can cast it, it's gonna intercept it. You alright with that?
I'm sorry.
Can I back?
Sorry,
You wanna
did
fall back?
Yeshua have protection from evil?
Yep.
Okay. So you're falling back as you're attacking, right? Trying to get out of the melee, and you're doing a. Do you want to do a full retreat or a normal or a full fighting withdrawal? Fighting withdrawal means you're only moving at half speed, but you get a fight back.
A full retreat.
Full retreat. Okay. All right. And then Evaristov, he is just on the horse of Vornon still. They're retreating together. Okay, we're gonna play this round out. It's round 2, starting with missile combat. There's none for this round. Going into movements. Those who are retreating, you were able to retreat. There were no issues on your retreat. And then aside from that movement, we saw Yeshua was falling back. Yeshua, as you were falling back, there was actually one right behind you. The one that was on the road that was going for the other 3, turned back to face the closest to him, right, which was you. It ran from you. You're now being sandwiched between one to the south and one to the north. You have monster number 5 on you and monster number 3 on you, back to back. You're trapped. Let's see. As you get flanked, let's see. Monster number 4 is on sticks still. Monster number 1 has moved onto sticks as well. So sticks, you have 2 monsters on you. The one that killed your brother is on your position too. And of course, Samir, you still got 1 on you, which you're trying to keep at bay. Let's see. You're just stabbing. You chose melee. All right, we're gonna go into melee now.
Yep.
For the start of melee, we're gonna go to Samir. He's brave. He fights to the very end. He continues to stab with his spear. Rolling to hit. He has 2 attacks. All right, here they go. It's a 10, miss, and an 8. Poor Samir misses twice. Let me check the initiative real quick. Monster had a
Yeah,
5.
I'm gonna.
He had a 3.
Yeah.
So actually, before he can even stab, the monster already closed the distance and begins to rip into him with its
Ooh.
claws.
All right.
What was that, Samir?
Not
You want a
action. I was just
different
saying
action?
it's gonna tell you retreat.
Okay, next
Yeah,
round, if
it's
you
gonna tell you
survive this, you retreat. Because this round you declared melee, right? For round 2.
Yeah, it was like no, it was like the other round. We already went to that melee.
Yeah, this is round 2. So the first round you did
Yeah.
melee, of course. Second round, we're in the second round right now. When we declared
Okay.
actions, did you say melee, right?
No, I wanted to retreat. Sorry, I wasn't
Oh
here
yeah,
for the
you
beginning
were
of the
not
round.
present. That's right. You were
Yes, yes.
missing.
I'm sorry. I was at the toilet. Sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to do a full retreat or a fighting withdrawal?
I wanna do okay. Full retreat. Does it risk me getting attacked?
Full retreat means you don't get to fight back, but it might guarantee your escape, right? It means you're just full movement, which is for you about 30 or 40 feet of movement, right? The monster, if it chooses, it can pursue you, but it won't be able to fight. It won't be
Yeah, I
able to
would like
attack
to do
you.
that. Yes.
Okay, you just move.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Right.
want to move as far as away from this. Is his allies kind of retreating? He's gonna go with them. Who
Yeah,
is
so
on
if you move
foot and
back,
who is
it can choose
on?
to either pursue you and just keep on moving to your position, or it can choose to, of
Yes.
course, move to an
Who is on foot
closer.
and who is on horseback?
All horsemen are gone. They've all retreated at this point. It's only the footmen
Okay,
who have been left behind to die.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So you're gonna move on
well,
foot in which direction? North? The monster is south of you.
yeah. He's gonna
Okay.
move to the. He's gonna move south of him.
Okay. Full retreating
By the way,
north.
is this right away calling you cowards?
All right. So
Yep.
as you run northward, the monster does pursue. Right. Let's see. In melee combat, you gotta move in the retreating format. And as you're retreating, basically what's gonna make the difference is if the monster rolls initiative, which it did, it does get to attack at you before you leave, right? And then once you leave next round, there's gonna be some space, and you might be able to get away if it chooses not to pursue you,
All
right?
right.
So before you can even escape, though, it
Okay.
had a chance to rip you to shreds, right? It was faster than you. It took a few steps forward, and as you're turning around, it gets a +2 bonus as you do a full retreat. It's attacking at your back, and full retreat means +2 bonus for the monster to hit you.
All right.
It has 3 attacks, so this is probably one of the better decisions you could have made uh, currently, right? Maybe not from the start, but currently this is one of the better decisions. And fortunately so far, the first attack was a miss. Second attack was a miss. You got very lucky, 5 and a 6. And last attack is a 12. That's a hit, I think. Let's see, 12 plus 6 is going to be 18. And you do have armor on, right? Let's see.
I have a gambescent and a shield.
Yeah, which is a -2 bonus total. But you had AC 7. So even with the AC 7 though, 12 plus 6 is an 18 plus 7 is a hit. You gotta roll 5 plus the 6 is 11 plus, and 11 plus 7 is not a hit. I rolled a 5 and a 6 earlier, right? Yeah. 6 actually might be a hit. 6 plus 7, or 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 7 is 19. So yeah, actually there was 2 hits. One barely hit. Okay, so damage total is the first one landed 4 damage. How many hit points do you have?
6.
Okay, so first one was 4 damage, second one is 4 damage. So first one wounded you, second one was a death blow. The wound was just a slight scratch, right? But the next one was a death blow, which you failed,
Oh,
unfortunately. So, oh, actually, a
But I
dwarf has
failed.
needs. You're a dwarf, right? They only
No,
need
who?
8. So, what's your wisdom?
ah,
Do you know your wisdom score,
Wait, who
Samir?
you? So-
yeah, I messaged you, dude.
Oh, you messaged me? Let's see. It says your wisdom is 8. Okay, -1. So yeah, he died outright. So after a slash and a slash, or a bite, he would first get a mere cut, and then after that, the monster would just bite right into his neck and rip his throat open, right? And he would fall on his knees before he could retreat and is taken down. So what basically, as he was turning around, the monster would grab at him, would sink its claws deep into his back, and then chomp on his neck from behind, right, and rip out his throat. And poor Dwarven veteran Samir falls dead. Alright, so another brother
May
has
you
died.
rest in peace.
Yeah,
The
I can
footmen
still
didn't really have
avenge
a
you. I can still
chance,
avenge you.
right? Unless they made careful decisions from the start to just fall back. But in a melee, footmen against something like this, you can't really retreat. It's like trying to retreat from a velociraptor, right? On foot. It's really difficult. Realistically, it would be impossible. Let's see. So Samir's dead, Seer's dead, and then for the remainder of the adventure, I want to thank you for playing again with us. I know it was a quick death, but I really appreciate the participation, and this does build you up. You know, you will learn from this. Samir, Dwarven veteran, his family will hear about how he died, and hopefully that they will not make the same decision, right? Let's see, run from an unknown threat next time, perhaps, instead of stand and fight. Let's see.
Yes.
Um,
Maybe bravery without brains is not a good idea.
Bravery is good,
Oh,
but you gotta know when it's the right time to be brave and when it's time to be a smart man, right? Live to fight another day.
that is the difference between foolishness and bravery. Well,
Yes,
until next time, y'all.
very well. Have a good night. Thank you for
I will
playing.
avenge you.
We shall see. All right. Um, next in the melee is our last melee brother. It's one of our last. It's Sticks. Okay, you're on the road. You got 2 on you this time in the melee.
I've got 2.
Yep, the one that killed Seer came to you to fight. So you have 2 on you at the moment. You slash at one's arms. Let's see if you manage to hit. Before you can even have a chance, it has 2 attacks against you because it attacks way faster. And same with the other one that just arrived. So 4 attacks
Oh,
will
I'm
occur
dead.
before you even have a chance to raise your dagger
Oh,
or your
I'm
knife.
dead then. I'm dead.
By luck, you might survive it, right? The
No,
chance to
there's
survive is extremely low though. They have a plus
no.
6 to
I've got
hit, so I have to roll like below 5 for every attack for you to survive this. First one's a 14, it's a hit. It's a 14 plus 6, it's 20 to hit. The damage is 1 to 6. Let's see. 1 damage. You got super
okay.
lucky.
So
You're at
one.
1
I
hit
have 1
point.
HP left.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Second hit
Does it even
is.
matter to roll at this point? It's not like you can
Let's see how
escape.
long he can last, right? Let's see. 5.
I have a plan.
5
Oh no,
plus
I'm dead.
6 is
Wait.
11. And your armor class, let's see. What's your dexterity?
14.
Okay, plus 1. Or minus 1 bonus, which is good. And then you're not wearing any armor though. So your armor class is 8. So with an 11 at hit plus 8, that's a hit on the dot, unfortunately. So it barely
Yeah, I'm dead.
hits, but it hits. Let's see. The damage is 2. Saving throw versus
Well, it
death.
doesn't matter. I've that. Yeah, that was my 1 HP. I only had 1 HP
Yeah.
left, so it doesn't matter.
So you got a saving throw versus death to see if you die outright or you might live to tell the tale, which means you have a wound, like a missing limb. Um, in this case, your wound is gonna be determined if you survive the saving throw, which you need a 13 or higher. What's your wisdom?
Wisdom's 11.
Okay, no bonus here. But you have clothes, but yeah, it's not enough. 8 is the saving throw, and the body part that's torn off is number 2. It manages to rip open your chest, breaking through multiple ribs. Right. Let's see. So he outright died, pretty much.
Yay.
All right. Sticks dies. The last. Thank you for playing. You can see how it
No,
ends.
that's
The
fine.
last one is Yeshua. Yeshua has been around for a while, actually. Right? Yeshua. Oh no, this is Yeshua the second, son of Yeshua. So he's kind of fresh. He's the son of a character that survived for a few adventures. Let's see. But Yeshua the second might fare the same as his father did. A quick death. Not as quick as most, but still fairly quick. Alright, let's see how he holds up. He decided to try to cast protection from evil this round, right? Oh no, you did a full retreat this round. So as you're trying to do a full retreat, unfortunately, you get flanked from behind. Um, and you have 2 monsters on you, and you're able to fight against one who's up in front of you. You do 2 attacks against him. He tries to close in. I'm gonna roll to see if you can close in before you can fall back, though. The monster's initiative is a 2. Party initiative is a 2, simultaneous. What's your dexterity, Yeshua?
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay, you win. So, with the 16 dexterity,
Yeah.
what class are you, by the way? You're a
Magic
fighter, right?
user.
Oh, you're a magic user? You only get 1 attack. I
Magic.
did 2 attacks for you
Yeah.
earlier. Alright, so
God.
I made a mistake. Yeah, that's on me, so I'm gonna just go back to how it's supposed to be. You get 1 attack. Alright. Alright, your next attack is a 13, which is indeed, with the bonuses of -1, it's indeed a miss. The monsters are gonna roll a hit. The one behind you has closed the distance and is slashing at you from behind. The other one is able to finally move in on you, but will not. Um, let's see, movement happened at the same time. So as you were moving back, it was moving forward. Therefore, it gets into melee again, I guess. So it's actually still stuck in melee. So you still keep one at bay at least. One is still kept at bay, but the one behind you is right behind you and is slashing into you right now. The first attack is a 6, which is a miss. Second attack is a 7. Oh wait, 6 plus 6 though is a 12. What's your armor class? What armor are you wearing?
Just wearing heavy gambeson.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a -2 bonus. What's your dexterity? You said 16?
16.
Okay, so that's another -2 bonus. So, well, you have a 16 dexterity? I'm gonna double check.
Yep.
'Cause that's really high for a magic user. Oh, you do. You have 18 intelligence. Damn. Okay. Alright. So, uh, you have a -4 armor class bonus actually. So you have armor class 5. So a 12 is a miss. A 13 is also a miss here. Okay. Last attack, another bite. You're fast as fuck. You're dodging these attacks. This next one's 8 plus 6, 14, plus your armor class 19. Hits you on the dot. So one bite does manage to break through your defenses. Lands 4 damage on you. How many hit points do you have?
1.
Oh, damn. Saving throw versus death, which you fail. So the one behind you was grabbing at you. You were struggling to break free, right? But before you could break free, it finally gets a bite right on top of your head. Just his teeth land through your forehead, right? Sinking, pulling off the top of your skull, right? Pulling off your skull, the top, yeah, just the top of it. And your brain is exposed as it crushes the top of your skull with its teeth. You fall on your knees, blood spurts from the top of your head. It's ripping off your scalp pretty much and denting your skull cap. All right. That's pretty much it for our Yeshua and anyone who is on foot left behind to die. Your other brothers have abandoned you, those who are on horseback, the seasoned members. They did give out a warning, they did tell you to fall back, but it's kind of difficult to fall back if you're on foot. The scouts, of course, scouting is one of the most suicidal things you can do in old school D&D. It's really effective if you know how to do it, but it's almost suicide, right? The scouts usually the fastest, just like, in any situation. The first to go in or the first to die. So scouts are always first up ahead. They're usually first to die. Um, but the rear guard, right? Dash, Vornon, and Haynes and their NPC Evaristo all got home alive. Unfortunately, the adventure was a bust, but it was a good experience. I hope we learned something. I hope our new players might come back for another round.
Bye,
Right.
Mom. Yeah.
But that'll be it for
I
tonight then.
hate
So
Ekin. Those creatures are cancerous.
yeah, you know what they are? Anyone
Yeah,
identify
I
them?
know. I encountered them. Yeah, so those are trolls.
Yes.
You said they're
you're right.
8 foot tall. Yeah, I was a dwarf and I got eaten. Remember that in the bridge? Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
They took the
Yeah.
shreds.
So the thing about that, right? For the new players, trolls are the most dangerous, or at least one of the top 5 dangerous creatures you can encounter. Yeah, they have like low HP, like 20 something, because most weapons do like D12 and D10, D8, whatever. But they have a +6, +7 to hit, and 3 attacks. That's what makes them dangerous.
And they
And
heal.
another benefit at 3 HP per round. I think it takes like a couple of rounds, like 2 or
Yeah,
1
it
round
doesn't
for them
start right
to heal.
away.
Yeah, so you have time to theoretically kill one if you do enough damage. You do have time, but
Here's a picture
yeah,
of what the troll looks like.
yeah, those creatures are something, and they're very intelligent. They'll talk to you and shit, but their main thing is to kill you. They don't care.
I mean, we
They
had fire, so I mean, it wasn't a bad thing that we got trolls. It's just we
yeah,
didn't
but
have enough fire.
nobody, not nobody, but we came unprepared as fuck for this.
Yeah, that's why I like to have like a bunch of like utility options.
But they are like worth it. Their heads is pretty worth something. So,
Very valuable.
but
Good treasure hoards, I think.
yeah,
Alright.
those creatures are
Thank you all for
something that I
playing
don't fuck
tonight.
with.
Yeah.
Thank
It was
you.
rough. You may discuss, you may, you know,
Are
chill
you
out at
hosting
this
again
point,
later on
but that's
today
the end
or
of
no?
tonight's games. Thank you everyone for showing up, for
It
playing.
was really short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
Are
not
you
get,
hosting again?
the party told us to retreat, so I will be running another game in the morning. It's gonna happen 12 hours from now, right at 10 a.m. 1000 JST. So I'll see you guys in the morning. It might be like nighttime for Americans. And
No, it's not time for me, for us.
Yeah, it's
afternoon for
8:06.
Americans.
It's 8:06 a.m. So 12 hours from now would be what? 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, at night
Yeah,
p.m.
something like that. So it'll be evening for
Okay.
Americans. It'll be
What time is
early
the
morning
next?
for Europeans. Hmm? The next one is in
What
12
time's the
hours.
next session?
12 hours
Okay,
from now, most likely.
4 a.m. Oh, that's not bad.
Iken, are those trolls gonna be permanently there for a bit now, just like
No.
last time at Sunken Tomb?
So how Ekin does it?
A second
He'll
too.
roll. Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
roll to
so
see.
That was a
He'll roll
wandering
for it.
monster.
Yeah, he rolls for it.
That
It's
means it's
not
moving.
always a
I mean, it
guaranteed.
might be there still, but right.
No, like, cause when I had the encounter with the specters, he said they was gonna stay there for a bit at the sunken tomb. I don't know if it's the same with the
I didn't
trolls.
say that in particular. I said they could be there. No one, no, someone else came with the idea that they would be there still. I didn't declare that they were floating around there.
I get the way you said it. You said they're gonna be haunting the place, so I assume they're gonna be there.
Well, they were probably already
Yeah.
haunting the place, right? So
I guess.
that's
Yeah.
a undead location, right? So like any if there is a wandering monster check there in the wilderness, it's gonna be on the undead table, right? So whether they're there or not, or different undeads there, it's totally random.
I'd rather fight against a Thule than a fucking
More
troll.
than likely though, right, the reserves or the monster you met before will be encountered again if the situation calls for a random encounter, right? What the most reasonable encounter would happen would be there. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'll try to
Okay,
make it for
so
4 o'clock
Oh well,
morning.
we're now
gotta
just.
go. I hope to see you at the next one,
Okay.
Zera. See, we'll roll up
I
new
see
characters and
you.
everything.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Alright.
Alright, take care, everyone. I'm gonna head out too.
Too.
Yo.